Hey guys, I'm here with Chef Emily, and tonight we're going to show you how to make a ketogenic friendly pizza crust. So, if you'll come over here, I'll show you all the awesome stuff that we have. We've got almond meal, eggs, butter, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, cheddar cheese, and a nice big bowl to mix it in. So in the comments, I will put the recipe in there so you can see it, but we will go through with you step by step how to make this work. We've also preset the oven to 425 degrees, so hopefully it'll get there pretty soon and we can get this going. Okay, so first thing we want to do is take the stick of butter and put it in a cup because we need to melt it before we mix it in with the eggs. Chef Emily, if you would do the honors. So we'll put it in for about 45 seconds just to melt it, and then we will let it cool off a little bit before we mix it in with our eggs so we don't start cooking them prematurely. All right, so while we let the butter melt, we need to take 8 of these eggs and put them in the bowl. Probably a little more carefully than I do it, but whatever floats your boat, you know? Next, we're going to take 2/3 cup of almond meal, and we're going to mix it in with those eggs. Just like that. So after that, we want to take 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, or whatever kind of cheese you like. I really like the sharp cheddar cheese. See that? And the oven is already preheated, just went off in the background. So 2 cups. All right, so now we are going to take some pink Himalayan sea salt. And we want roughly 2 teaspoons. 1 and 2. We're going to do the same thing with the garlic powder and the Italian seasoning. So 2 teaspoons of each. So now that we've got everything here in the bowl, I'm going to give it over to Chef Emily here and let her mix everything in. Now while she's mixing that, I'm going to grab that butter that we melted earlier that's hopefully cooled down a little bit. Sure has. And as she mixes, I'm going to help and pour that in on the side. And we're going to mix that up real good. After we get done stirring and it's all mixed together really good, nice and goopy, we're going to take a foil-lined baking pan and we are going to put it in the pan. All right, so we've poured it into the pan, so now we just want to kind of spread it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show you why here in just a second. Just push it out and make sure it gets all the corners. Okay. So after we've got it good and spread around, we're going to shake it. Haha, see? Perfect. Just like that. Now, we're already preheated to 425 degrees. So we're going to pop this in here and we're going to let it cook for about 12 minutes. And then we're going to take it out and put all the toppings on. Okay, so while we wait for the crust to cook, I like to put everything I can find in the refrigerator on my pizza. So I've got some hamburger meat, I've got some Italian sausage, we're going to cut some bell peppers. We're just going to take it all, cut it, put it in the pan with some butter, get it nice and hot, because even though we're going to melt the cheese here in a minute, we need to have it already pretty much cooked by the time it goes on the pizza. So we're going to do that real quick. So the crust is done. So it's nice, ready to go. So now we're going to put all the toppings on it. If my wife was here, we'd be putting some crushed tomato on top as well to use as a sauce, but I'm really not much for sauce, and Emily doesn't care either way. You can also use ranch. It makes a great sauce. Just douse it with ranch, spread it out with a spoon, works great. Okay, so we've decided to go ahead and use ranch for a sauce today, so I'm just going to take a little bit here, and I'm going to pour it right down the middle, and I'm going to take a spoon and just kind of work it back and forth until I've got it good and spread out all over my pizza. You can do the same thing if you use your crushed tomatoes for some tomato sauce. You can add some oregano and some Italian seasoning, maybe a little bit of salt in there, and make it real good sauce. Just go a little light on it because tomatoes are a little heavy on the carbs. All right, so now we've got the ranch. Chef Emily is going to add some cheese. So it's very important when you add cheese not to just center load it. You want to spread it out evenly all over the pizza. So see how she just shakes a little at a time? There you go. So probably about 2 to 3 handfuls for a pizza this size. All right, so now that we've got the cheese and the sauce on the pizza, we are going to go ahead and start putting all the toppings on, starting with the pepperoni. So Chef Emily, if you would, we're both big fans of pepperoni, so we're going to put as much as we possibly can. We're going to cover the entire pizza in pepperoni because that's the way it should be. It's okay. All right, so now that we have coated the entire pizza in pepperoni, I'm going to put a little bit more cheese on top. I like the mozzarella. Usually try to get some Italian in there too, maybe some Parmesan. And the secret is to add some feta in there too. It just makes it that much more better. All right, so after this, Emily would just like pepperoni on hers, but I, of course, want everything that I could find in the entire refrigerator on mine. So I'm going to take this Italian sausage, hamburger meat, being very careful not to get onto her side of the pizza because she obviously gets half, and we don't want to be unfair, right?
I want some hamburger meat.
You want some hamburger meat on yours?
Yeah.
Let me get some Italian sausage over here, and I'm going to get some hamburger on yours.
Thank you.
So now I have thrown everything I possibly could from the fridge on my side. Emily has her hamburger pepperoni. We've got plenty of different cheese on there. We're going to put it back in the oven, leave it at 425, and we're going to let it cook for about 10 more minutes to get it all good and melty and gooey. And then we're going to eat. So the pizza is finally done, and it is time to cut and eat. So Emily, if you would like to do the honors. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that looks good. All right, so there is your pizza. All that is left to do is cut and eat. Oh, and add some Parmesan cheese if you're into that sort of thing. I am, I'm just saying. All right, so now all that is left to do is enjoy. Chef Emily, your dinner, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, that's all we got for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Go try to make your own. If you got any questions, feel free to drop me a direct email or a direct message, whatever you want to do.